Welcome, classic rock fans, to an episode of From the Wish List, where many of you have shown your appreciation for the work that goes into this channel by sending me the odd little item from my own assembled Amazon wish list. The link, of course, is just below this video. I'd like to start off with this one, which doesn't come with a slip, so I don't know who sent it, but it's the naked and stripped down version of John Lennon's Double Fantasy album. I had the original album, of course, on vinyl many years ago, and of course I've expressed an interest in hearing this. Many of you said they actually prefer the more naked version to the original version, without all that heavy vocal reverb and things like that. I will certainly be interested in hearing it. I much prefer the Beatles' Let It Be naked over the Phil Spector mix any day of the week, personally, but that's just my personal choice. Whoever sent this, thank you so much for this. The next one is from Michael. I'd like to thank you for sending the Sparks Kimono My House. Many of you consider this to be their finest album. Of course, it's up for debate, but it's a record that I used to have on cassette many years ago. I've never actually owned a CD copy of this, which is why it was put on the wish list. But this is a fascinating band. They really are. And so, yeah, thank you for sending this. This is, as I said, this is considered possibly their finest album. And I now actually own a copy, thanks to you. This is another one that doesn't have a slip with it. So if you fill in a gift slip when you send these things, I can actually thank you personally by calling out your name. But this has come just as it is. And this is the 5 classic albums of Rick Wakeman. 6 Wives of Henry VIII, Journey to the Centre of the Earth, The Myths and Legends of King Arthur, No Earthly Connection, and White Rock. I don't actually have these albums. I used to have them on vinyl years ago, and it's quite appropriate, really. I should be listening to this stuff, as I think I might be interviewing Rick Wakeman in the next couple of weeks or so. So thank you so much for sending this. I would like to call out your name and thank you personally. So do think about filling out one of those little Amazon slips when you send these things. And last but not least is this wonderful box set from Craig Leggett, which is Steel Eye Span, a 12-disc set, believe it or not. This is called The Good Times of Old England, Steel Eye Span from 72 to 83. I remember getting well into Fairport Convention many years ago, and a friend of mine, actually, he brought up, I think it was called Original Masters. It had all the pictures on them. I can't remember what it was called, but that was a compilation album of this band. So that was my introduction to Steel Eye Span. We subsequently went to see them a couple of times in the 80s and thoroughly enjoyed the show. I have no idea what they're like to see live now. I wonder if Maddie Pryor still has that voice. I don't. She must be getting on a bit now, of course. But this, of course, contains all their studio albums, and all the studio albums from 72 to 83, and some exclusive live stuff. Live at the Berkeley Performance Center in Boston, 1976. Live at the Rainbow Theatre in 74, which will be absolutely fascinating to hear. Which one? Now We Are Six. I think that was the one that was actually produced by Ian Anderson. It comes in a nice sturdy box as well, so a nice compact box, which I rather like. Craig, thank you so much for sending this. I will fish out the old clay pipe and enjoy this later on. Thank you so much. So that's all that we have from the wish list this month. A big thank you to all of you who have sent stuff in. It's really, really much appreciated. And I will leave you with my usual closing salvo, which is, as you know, hope you're well, staying safe, but more importantly that you keep listening.